Seeking the ultimate strategy guide for the biggest, most complicated game in the universe, life. We have cracked the code, we've figured out the meta, and we are going to show you how to unlock that secret good ending.
Okay, for real, lean in. You guys want the cheat code? This is the stuff that developers do not want you to know. This is the one trick that separates the absolute pros from the total noobs. You ready? Let's go.
So think of this like the character creation screen. Right now, you've got your first major choice. You can pick the easy choice, play games all day, totally ignore your homework, and your green stats, they stay at level 1, forever. Or you can pick the hard choice, grind that homework now, get all that XP, and level up your intelligence stat all the way to 99. It's a little bit of a grind now for a permanent, lifelong power-up. Okay, so what happens if you pick that easy choice? Well, you get instantly teleported to Timeline A. We call it the Noob Server. And trust us, you do not want to be on this server. This is the bad ending. This is the big, sad game over. Life on the Noob Server is just rough. It's like you're a level 1 character who just wandered into a level 50 zone. You know that feeling? You get completely destroyed by everything. You don't understand what anyone's talking about in school because you never leveled up your brain stats. You can't even beat the first mission. And this is where it gets really bad. Because on the Noob Server, you have to face the same final boss every single day. He's the most boring, unskippable, non-playable character in the history of games. His name is Gary. And Gary has rules. Ugh, his rules are the worst. He tells you when you're allowed to eat lunch. He decides when you have to wake up in the morning. He even tells you when you're allowed to go to the toilet. Can you imagine that? Having to ask a boring guy named Gary for permission to pee? And the worst part is, you're stuck. You have no gold coins to quit the mission. You're trapped fighting Gary forever. So you finally save up enough experience points for a holiday. And what is it? It's a tent with a hole in it. And, of course, it starts to rain. So you get hit with the single worst debuff in the entire game, wet socks. Ugh, it's the worst. That's like -50 to your happiness stat, permanently. So after all that, after working for Gary, after the wet socks, what's your reward? What's the epic loot drop? It's a squashed ham sandwich. That's it. A sad, flat, boring sandwich. This is the bad ending, guys. This is what we're trying to avoid. But wait, what if you picked the hard choice at the start? What if you did the homework grind? Well, then you get teleported somewhere else. Welcome to Timeline B, the pro server. This is the good ending. This is where the game gets awesome. See, because you did the grind early, you get an invite to the best school, which is basically like joining an elite guild. Everyone in this clan is a pro. They all share their secrets. You're not just learning boring stuff. You're learning how to build actual robots, how to code your own video games, and how to make tons of in-game currency. And because you put in that little bit of work at the very beginning of the game, when it was super easy to do, you have now unlocked the ultimate cheat code for the rest of your life. You have unlocked God mode. From here on out, you're pretty much unstoppable. So let's compare. On the Noob server, you work for Gary. He's your boss. But on the pro server, you are the boss. You could literally be Gary's boss. You could hire him just so you can tell him when he can go to the toilet. You make all the rules. And what are the holidays like? Forget wet socks. We are talking business class flights to Japan. And this isn't just a slightly bigger chair. No. This is a chair where you push a button and it turns into a completely flat bed. You are flying across the ocean, sleeping in a bed, in the sky. It is an insane power-up. And the loot? Oh, the loot is legendary. You get to the hotel breakfast in Japan, and what's there? Unlimited bacon. It's the ultimate loot drop. You can just eat piles and piles of crispy, delicious bacon. It never runs out. Okay, we see the chat going crazy right now. Everyone's trying to find a loophole. There must be a shortcut, they're saying. All right, let's do a quick Q&A. We're going to shut down all the excuses right now. There are no loopholes. Okay, first question from the chat. Can I just play on the Noob server for a while and then switch to the pro server later when I'm older? Ah, a classic noob mistake. You think you can just switch servers whenever you want? Wrong. The game developers put in a huge server transfer fee. And it's not money. The fee is that it's 10 times harder to learn new stuff when you're older. Think about it. Try learning complicated math while you're super tired from working for Gary all day and he's yelling at you. It's impossible. It's a trap. Don't fall for it.
All right, next question. This one is probably the most important question of the day. But if I'm grinding my homework, when do I get to play Minecraft? Okay, this is a very, very fair question. We hear you.
And here is the biggest secret of the whole game. You actually get way more time to play video games on the Pro server. Look at this chart. On the Noob server, you come home from working for Gary and your energy bar is at 0. You're too tired to play. But on the Pro server, you're the boss. You make your own schedule, and you have enough gold to buy the best gaming PC, the biggest monitor, everything. You can play Minecraft all day if you want.
Okay, final question from the chat. Why is homework the main controller? Karate is cool. Why isn't leveling up my karate skills the secret to winning? And that's a good point. Karate is awesome for sure. It'll definitely level up your strength stat.
But here's the thing. Homework grinds your brain CPU. Your brain is the computer that runs your entire life. If you have a slow, laggy brain CPU, you can't run the best programs later in life, like start a business or invent a robot. Math and English, that's the base code for the entire game. If you have a powerful CPU, you can run any program you can imagine. So that's it. Those are the two paths, the two servers, the two timelines. Let's just pull up the final scoreboard so you can see it all side by side. This is the choice you have to make. So let's recap. Timeline A, the Noob server. Your boss is Gary, who tells you when to pee. Your best gear is a pair of wet socks. And your loot is a squashed ham sandwich. Or Timeline B, the Pro server. You are the boss. Your gear is a bed on an airplane to Japan. And your loot is unlimited bacon. To us, the choice seems pretty clear.
So what now? The game is on, the server is live, and your controller, the thing that lets you choose the pro timeline, is that worksheet, that homework, sitting right in front of you. That's the start button. The game begins right now. It's time to press start and level